Hey guys! Welcome back to the channel. Today, we'll be giving you guys our top smartphone picks under 10,000 rupees. First up, we have the Realme 5i. This smartphone is a beast when it comes to performance, in the sub 10,000 price point. The phone has a Snapdragon 665 at its heart, and comes in two variants. One with 4 GB of RAM and 64 GB of storage, and the other with 4 GB of RAM and 128 GB of storage. The 64 GB variant is priced at 9,999 rupees, and if you are planning on gaming, this is the phone you should get. If you can spend an extra 1,000 rupees, you can get the 128 GB variant. The phone has a 6.5-inch HD Plus LCD display, a quad camera setup, and a 5000 mAh battery, which should easily last you one day. Out of the box, the phone runs Android 9 with Realme's ColorOS 6.0.1 on top. Next, we have the Realme Narzo 10A. This phone can also be considered a gaming phone, among the other phones on this list. It comes with MediaTek's Helio G70, coupled with 3 GB of RAM and 32 GB of storage. With the massive 5000 mAh battery, the phone is clearly aimed at gamers on a budget. The HD Plus LCD display measures 6.5 inches. The rear camera setup has 3 sensors, with a 12-megapixel primary sensor, a 2-megapixel macro lens and a 2-megapixel depth sensor. On the front, we have a single, 5-megapixel camera for selfies. When it comes to software, the Narzo 10A runs Android 10 out of the box, with Realme UI on top. The phone retails at 8499 rupees, for 3 GB RAM and 32 GB of storage. For the ones who really need a 4x64 GB phone, we recommend taking a look at the Realme C3, which is priced similarly, but comes with only a dual camera setup. Our next recommendation comes from Motorola. The Motorola G8 Power Lite. The phone has a similar display and battery spec, compared to the last two phones, but falls behind when it comes to performance, with the Helio P35 chipset, which comes equipped with the PowerVR GE8320 GPU. The phone comes with a triple camera setup on the back, with a 16-megapixel main sensor, a 2-megapixel macro, and a 2-megapixel depth sensor. The front camera has an 8-megapixel resolution, with an f2.0 aperture. This phone runs Android 9 out of the box, and will be a good choice for the ones who prefer a nearly stock Android experience. There is only a single variant of the phone that comes with 4 GB of RAM and 64 GB of internal storage, and comes in at 8,999 rupees. The next one is from Nokia. The Nokia 3.2. This one also has an HD Plus display on a 6.26-inch screen. In comparison to other phones in the list, this one has a comparably lower performance, owing to the Snapdragon 429 that comes in it. For the Android fans out there, this device comes with Android 9 out of the box, and is part of Android 1, which means you'll be getting timely software updates for the next 2 years. The phone comes with a 13-megapixel rear camera, and sadly, we get only a single cam setup. For the front cam, there's a 5-megapixel sensor, which is okay for this price segment. The 3.2 comes in two variants, one with 2 GB of RAM and 16 GB of storage, and the other with 3 GB of RAM and 32 GB of storage, each priced at 8948 rupees and 9480 rupees respectively, but we highly recommend you to get the 3 GB variant. Going to the Samsung side of things, we have the all-new Galaxy M01. This device comes equipped with a Snapdragon 439 chipset. There's a dual camera setup on the rear, with a 13-megapixel primary sensor, and a 2-megapixel depth sensor. For selfies, the phone comes with a 5-megapixel sensor. It has a fairly large 4000 mAh battery, which should last you a day on medium use. At 8,999 rupees, the device comes with Android 10 out of the box, with Samsung's One UI 2.0 on top. Samsung also provides a similarly spec'd Galaxy A10s. It comes with a MediaTek P22 processor, and camera setup, similar to the Galaxy M01. The only difference is that, the front camera has an 8-megapixel resolution. It has the same 4000 mAh battery capacity, and comes at around 9,000 rupees, for the variant with 2 GB of RAM. The 3 GB RAM variant costs around 10,000 rupees. Also, the device comes with Android 9 out of the box with One UI 1.0 on top of it. So, there you have it. That was our top picks in the sub 10,000 price point. If we were to pick one from this list, it would be the Realme 5i. Comment down below, which one you guys would prefer. We'll be providing links to all these phones in the description below. Make sure you check them out, and subscribe if you want more content like this. And we'll catch you guys in the next one.